Okay, we're live. Hi, everyone. Oh, let's wait a couple of minutes so people join.
Give it a few seconds.
Yep, we only have 9 participants so far. In the meantime, let me get everything ready. Okay, people are starting to join, so I guess we can start. Hi, everyone, and welcome to our Community Concept Speech Night. I'm Mihnea, Community Technical Coordinator, and this is William Wen. He's our Ecosystem Growth Manager. I know some of you were expecting Meredith. She's going to be a little bit late, like 10 or 15 minutes. She's going to join us. But in the meantime, we can go over the rules of the competition and how everything will happen during the speech night. So I'm sure you're familiar. Community Concepts is a non-technical hackathon open to everyone. That means you don't have to actually build anything to be involved. All you need is an idea centered around Sapphire, the first and only confidential EMV. And if you believe this would be valuable for the project, you can participate during the Community Concepts. We have almost 30 participants for this competition, so we're gonna go through each and every one of you. Each participant will have exactly 5 minutes to present the project. After each project is presented, I'll be sharing a Google form, and you can vote on your project, on the project you liked, with a rating going from 1 to 5. 1 meaning you didn't really like the idea or you don't think it's useful, and 5 for amazing ideas, of course. And 5, the most voted 5 projects from this speech night will go to demo day. And we'll have 3 winners, I think. Yeah. I was just looking over the rules because this was Meredith's stuff. Yeah, we'll have 3 winners in the end. So we're gonna go over in the order which you signed up for the form. We're gonna call out your name and the name of the project. You'll raise your hand, and then we'll invite you to be a participant and share your screen and present the project. But first, before we start, I thought we could go over Sapphire and just share some ideas about it. And Will, can you?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Will. I'm the Ecosystem Growth Manager. I work with our community team, with our BD team, our marketing team, and our engineers to sort of help set strategy and also messaging for how to grow the ecosystem. We did this with Emerald, and now we're really excited about the Sapphire launch. So for maybe anyone who is not familiar with Sapphire, who maybe isn't participating in the competition, but is just viewing, yeah, I'd like to give a brief overview. Sapphire is the first confidential EVM in the entire Web3 space. What this means is that on Sapphire, you can build smart contracts which hide aspects of state from both the validators and the public. This is pretty novel in Web3 because as you guys may or may not know, like every single transaction is entirely public on something like Ethereum, on Polygon, on Avalanche. And so what this allows is for a whole sort of issues to occur. It makes decentralized identity pretty difficult because if you want to post any private documents or something that would let you prove something about your identity. You're not just proving it to the party that you need to prove it to, but you're proving it to everyone. And so now you've sort of doxed yourself. Also, like MEV, it allows for sandwich attacking. In NFT minting, it can allow for front running of NFT sales. So there's a lot of use cases where you might want to hide certain aspects of state from the smart contract, from the network. And so Sapphire allows you to do that. And it's the first network to allow you to do that in an EVM. The reason why it's really important to do it in an EVM is, one, because the majority of developers in the Web3 space code in Solidity and Viper, which are the EVM languages. So we now have opened this possibility to the largest number of developers in the Web3 space. Additionally, a lot of the tooling, so MetaMask, Hardhat, Truffle, indexers, oracles, all of these things are much more integrated with EVM chains than they are with any other developer environments. And so by being an EVM chain, we can bootstrap the network and we can create the network effects that are necessary to have a thriving ecosystem much quicker. And so, yeah, that's just a brief overview on Sapphire. I'm looking forward to hearing all these pitches and these great ideas for how you guys think that Sapphire can benefit the whole Web3 ecosystem.
Thank you, Will. You're always great. And yeah, I'm super excited to see the pitches. And just a reminder, after every pitch, I'm going to be sharing the Google form where you can vote on the project. And please make sure your vote is based on what you find interesting or useful, and the quality of the pitch, the market size and opportunity, and all of that. So we're going to be calling our first participant, which is Israel Maningo Jr. His project is called Desert Rose. And to quote from the actual sign up, Desert Rose is an NFT project enabler that provides users access to early and existing Oasis NFT projects for whitelisting and early adoption. If you're here, Israel, you can raise your hand and we'll invite you to share your screen. Okay. Should we wait a couple more seconds? So I'll say it once again, the first project is Desert Rose. So if you're here, please raise your hand. Okay, we'll just move on to the next project. David Hooks with project X Plus, which is combined confidential DEX and NFT. David Hooks, are you here? Oh, I thought I saw a message from Israel. Israel Junior Maningo. Yeah. Okay, Israel, can you raise your hand so we can invite you? Just press the raise hand button in the lower portion of the screen. Okay, perfect. You're in mute, Israel.
Israel, I think you're in mute. Can you share your screen and present your project?
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, let me just prepare my
Let us know if you're having trouble sharing your screen. But we tested it and it should work fine.
And yeah, maybe can we share like the next 5 participants? Just so like they can pair and they know that they're up.
Okay, yeah, great idea. Okay, so the next 5 participants, if you hear your names, you're gonna be coming up next. David Hooks with Project X Plus, our own Burke with the Project Bacube, Andre Chandra with Project Rose Bridges, Nestor Campos with Project Gaita, and Shaikh Irfan Basha with Project which is actually blockchain based Tambolage. Sorry if I didn't pronounce your names correctly.
Israel, is everything okay?
All right.
Are you ready to
Do
share your
I?
screen?
Yeah, sure.
So you just click the green button, share screen, and ready to go. Can you see it in the bottom of the Zoom?
If you're experiencing difficulties, Israel, maybe we can skip to the next participant and you can present later.
All right.
Okay.
Mark you as blue, so we come back to you. David Hooks with Project X Plus, are you here? I don't see him in the chat. I guess David Hooks is not here. Oh. So Israel, the share screen button is in the lower portion of the Zoom chat. There's a green button that says share screen.
Oh, so it's in the chat.
Next to the chat button.
Yeah. For a while.
On the bottom of the screen, it should say share screen, raise hand.
Can
And it's in between raise hand and chat.
you see the actual button?
Okay.
And you have to pick the actual window you share. When you click share screen, it should present you a list of windows you have open on your computer and share the actual window. Like browser where you have the
Okay.
presentation. Okay, so David Hooks, we agreed that he's not here, right? Let's go to Burke. Burke, are you here? I don't see Burke here. I would love for Burke to present. Maybe I can DM him. Yeah, Burke is offline from what I can see. So that's unfortunate. Andre Chandra with Project Rose Bridges are you here? Andre Chandra with Project Rose Bridges. Okay. Yeah, we'll circle back to everyone.
They said they're here.
Really?
Yeah.
Where I can not see it.
12:11 my time. I don't know what time that is for you. Says I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Please raise your hand so we can invite you as a panelist. Oh, okay. So he's randomly sharing his screen.
Okay. Where is that? Let me find my file.
No worries.
Okay, where is it? All right. Okay.
Okay, we can see. It's perfect.
All right. Let me begin. This project of mine is Perl protocol. Okay. Um, let me ask you a question about privacy. How do you market privacy? Okay, so when you market privacy, you make it as a commodity, right? Okay. So we start with the project name. This is Perl Protocol. It's a dApps conduit builder for SocialFi. It integrates APIs of social platforms to a shelled layer of encryption with the latest generation of data ownership of Sapphire Paratime. Okay. Then what are the problems that your project will be useful? Okay, the Perl protocol aims to solve challenges made by existing social media platforms that limits users to have a secured identity in social space and claim full data ownership with controlled privacy as market or commodity. All right, so how does the project solves or the solution for these challenges or issues? All right, Perl protocol has created this Perks social Fi mining platform for Oasis Hub, inspired by the mainstream social mining with the likes of Mayar, EGLD or eGold, and Ferrum Network, powered by Sapphire Paratime. So this Oyster project is a data cloud storage hub for all the data integrated using the APIs of the source data, where users can enjoy data privacy and protection that is powered by Sapphire Paratime EVM technology. Users can provide levels of security information on certain degree of its clients, contacts with corresponding cost in rows as specified or set by the user. This will be creating privacy as a controlled commodity, even in a secured space as per request by the owner of data. So So this is how it goes. The Perks is a social media app, and so it goes together with the Oyster product that will something like it will be giving a premium on the user. So whenever the user would like to sell his privacy, he could do so by using the Oyster Protect. Right? So for the market size, let me highlight the industry need. So according to the businessresearch.com, the global social media market size is expected to grow from $159.68 billion in 2021 to the 223.11 billion in 2022 at a compound annual growth rate, CAGR, 39.7% growth. Okay, so how do you plan to use Sapphire? Perl protocols incentivize social mining is the next disruptor among existing social FIs. It aims for full data in ownership, scalability, and privacy. With Sapphire's first confidential EVM technology, users of Perl protocol will be adjoining the Oasis ecosystem in privacy-enabled dApps marathon and making privacy as a controlled commodity. And what does the business model look like? The business model would be corporate in nature. The unique integration of social media platforms to privacy environment with a controlled commodity is a truly disruptor and gives it a high demand in this category. Research and technology as well as programming developers very much required. This model will be facilitated by the Perl protocol team to be supported by the Sapphire part-times of the Oasis Foundation in building the backbone of the data privacy integration for the project. All right, for the closing remarks, the future is very bright for this project given the big market for social media platform right now. Technology becomes a breakthrough only when it has been put into use. Okay, and privacy is a user's own commodity. It's up for the Oyster to show you the pearl. Right? That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Israel.
It was a
All
great presentation. Okay, so now I'm gonna share the Google form with you. You'll be able to see all the projects there, but please only vote for Israel's project now. So basically you will be able to give ratings to every project and submit the form when the pitch night ends. Okay, let's go again through all the participants. I'll call out your names again. David Hooks with Project X Plus. David Hooks is not here. Andre Chandra. I thought you said is here, Will. Andre Chandra with Rose Bridges. Let me share the form again. Okay, Nestor Campos with Project Gaita. Okay.
Hi, Nestor.
Yes, here. Perfect.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, Nestor, the share screen button at the
Hello.
bottom.
Yes. Do you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear you?
Great. Let me show. You can
And
see my screen?
yeah, we can
Yes.
see your screen. And please, Nestor, if you can try to do the presentation within the 5 minutes allocated to each participant?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks. Well, thanks. Thanks for the opportunity. My project is called Gaita. It's data economy with verifiable credentials. Here's my LinkedIn if you want to more information. What's wrong today? For a contract, for renew a service, for every kind of hire or get a new service, you need to notary or verify your data with a third party. You need for sign a contract or get a new bank account, etc. And now depends of centralized platforms, for example, DocuSign, HelloSign, or notaries process. So also there are misuse of documents because the data is not yours. Is the data is the organization with who creates the data. For example, Facebook, etc. We use the data, our own data, but it's not ours data. It's very weird. And for that problem, I propose use verified credentials. It's not an NFT. It's verified credential is a standard from the web. Here it's I have no the link right now, but use it's a subset of decentralized identities where you can sign a data about what is your salary, what is your birth date, etc. And with that verified credential, you can share for every kind of company which they can verify your data without you misuse your data or sharing with another parties. Later, I can show how it works. So a verified credential, a platform, it's first interoperable because we use the standard, the verified credential standard. With blockchain, we need a blockchain for support everyone, every part of that process. So we will use OASIS protocol. It's simple because the credential you can create, share, and revoke. If there are misuse of that credential, someone can revoke that data. The opportunity, because the data economy, because it's your data, you have the ownership and you can sell or get money from your data. An interaction of actors, because that opportunity is for companies, people, and programmers can be part of the system from start to finish. Why use the verified credentials with your OASIS protocol? Because the a low cost of credential creation, data security and privacy with a Sapphire paradigm, it's simple and scalable, and the participation of all types of companies and services without notaries, without a third party for validate the data. What about Sapphire? So what is the advantages for using Sapphires instead of another blockchain platform? We use blockchain not only to validate credentials, but also to store data securely, because in another blockchain, you can use verified credential and save the proof of the data, not the data, because everything is public and not secure. With Sapphire, we can solve that. The lower cost in relation to another blockchain, obviously, and interoperable with another MVM blockchain. So use verified credential in OASIS with Sapphire. We can create and share in another platform. The business model, for example, issuer create the credential, the owner, for example, me, I have the ownership of that credential, and I can share with another company for get a new bank account, etc. And I can receive some kind of money because it's my data. I'm selling my data for get a new service. And with blockchain, you can proof or save the data and the proof of the data. It's my data. There it's very part of that process, but without a notary or process. The market size, $3.5 billion between last year and 2025. It's a digital life with a decentralized identity for analog things also. And finally, we have competitors, for example, notaries or Affinity and Verify Me as a Web2 platform, and exists another blockchain platform, Kilt Protocol, but the difference is in Kilt, you can save only the proof of the data, not the data. With Oasis, we want to save all the data and full decentralized platform. So why me or why us? Because I have more than 12 years of experience working right now in blockchain, and also I am working with the InsurTech Chamber in Argentina, so I have companies interested in create that platform in next year. Thanks for listening.
Thank you as well, Nestor.
Thanks so much for that. Great idea. That's awesome.
Yeah, it really
Thanks.
is. Okay. Let me share the form again so everyone can vote on Nestor's project. Okay, let's go to our next candidate, which is Shaikh Irfan Basha with a blockchain-based Tombola game. Shaikh, are you here? So for everyone who can hear their name being called, just raise your hand so we can invite you as a panelist and you can start presenting. I guess Shaikh isn't here. Okay, let's go to our next one, which is Chris Kolot with Oasis Exchange.
He just messaged in chat that he's not going to be able to present.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see. Sorry. Okay, so Mark has been here but not presenting. It's okay, but if you can show it to others, it's probably an amazing one. Yeah, we prefer presenting. I don't know. Should we invite Chris just to share the slides?
I think for today we have to just keep the pace going, but
Okay.
please share in like Discord or something. We'd love to see the idea.
Yeah, just feel free to share on our main channel in Discord. In the general channel, you can share your presentation there. Okay, next we have Onose with Project Bloodfuse. Onose with Project Bloodfuse. Nope. Okay. Obed with a private information management system. Obed, are you here? Okay. Okay, next we have Sigo van der Linde with Puppy Vote. No, this one sounded interesting. I wanted to see the presentation. So Sigo van der Linde with Puppy Vote. No, not here either. Okay, I'm sad. What else do we have? Robert Bobosa, who wants to reshape the VPN industry through the Oasis Sapphire paradigm. Robert, are you here? No, Robert is not here either. Alex Massa with Silent Mint. Okay, Alex Massa is here. Please raise your hand so we can add you as a panelist. Hi, Alex. Nice to have you here.
Hey, how's it going?
Great. We're excited to see your pitch.
Do you see the share screen button at the bottom of the Zoom webinar? It's been raised in
Yes.
the chat. Yeah.
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Yep.
All
Whenever you're ready.
Awesome. So my name's Alex. The product that I'm pitching is called Silent Mint. It's a confidential use case to empower the Web3 NFT ecosystem. So the current problem facing the NFT market right now are that the NFT mints and auctions are extremely inefficient. They waste gas fees, they don't distribute the maximum amount of value to the NFT creators, and overall congest the network. So the solution that Silent Mint provides can come in two parts. The first being second price auctions, which is a form of auction that the highest bid takes the highest bidder pays the second highest bidder's price, and then the second highest bidder pays the third highest bidder's price, and so on and so forth. Where confidentiality comes in with that is that if you can see the other bids, then you can undercut the whole auction and ruin all the efficiency bonuses that second price auctions give you. Now the second solution would be candle auctions, where in a typical candle auction, the end of the auction is signaled by the expiration of a candle flame or an other unknown event, which was intended to ensure that no one could know when exactly the auction would end and you'd be able to make the last second bid. Game theoretically, you need to place your best bid at the beginning to ensure that you actually get the proper bid in. Otherwise, you risk losing your chance to win the auction. And where confidentiality would come in with that solution is the smart contract would need to end at an unknown time. So one case where the inefficiencies in the existing NFT market really came out was the Other Side land sale, which was created by the same people that made Bored Ape Yacht Club. There are only two options, were either a fair mint and a Dutch auction. In this case, neither was a good choice. It wasted thousands of Ethereum, which correlates to millions, if not tens of millions of dollars worth of value. Doing so congested the Ethereum network and was deemed a nightmare scenario. Some other features of Silent Mint: it allows confidential sales and minting of NFTs, where the user can confidentially claim the NFT by wrapping it in a confidential smart contract. They can then send this to other addresses until they wish to unwrap their NFT from the confidential smart contract. This could be used, for concert tickets or NFTs that act as tickets that you would like tickets to an event that you don't want people knowing beforehand that you're attending. Another feature is that if we partner with an NFT bridge, we can enable these features to expand beyond the Sapphire network. If an NFT mint is occurring on another chain, you can choose to auction off the whitelist spots on Silent Mint, which would be represented by an NFT granting permission for them to participate in the mint. They can bridge this over to the Sapphire NFT over to the origin chain, where they would be able to mint. So the overall market size, or the overall size of the NFT market is roughly about 150 billion US dollars. The largest NFT marketplace, being OpenSea, was recently valued at 13 billion. If Silent Mint can capture even a fraction of the NFT, capture a fraction of the existing NFT market, it would be able to extract, a tremendous amount of value and add a lot of value to the Oasis network. Any questions?
No, your pitch was great, and this is an actual perfect example of Sapphire use. I remember those guys who created the Constitution DAO only getting outbid by Citadel in the end. So, yeah, a silent auction would be a perfect use case. I really like this. Thank
Great.
you. Thank you,
Thank
Alex.
you.
I'm
Hey
gonna
everyone, I
Hi,
just wanted to
Meredith.
drop in and say, hey, sorry I'm a little bit late to this. We, as some of you noticed, we had to change the times and dates that we initially announced for this event, and consequently, it conflicted with our internal all hands. So I had to be present at that to also present. So I'm really happy to be here. I'm sorry that I missed a few of your pitches, but from what I was hearing from our internal channels, things are going great. And Minya, tremendous thanks to you for taking care of this and handling it. And yeah, so I just wanted to quickly recap. Okay, there's the form. I was about to say, I couldn't see the form whenever I joined, so I didn't know if there were a few people in who maybe staggered in after we got started that didn't have access to the form, but let's make sure that we are voting, and I'm excited to hear the next pitch. Minya, I'm gonna leave it to you to go ahead and continue down the list because I do not know where we are at the moment.
Where I actually highlighted the projects who pitched already and the ones who weren't present.
Oh, cool. Great, great.
Okay, so now we're at Rakshit Mahajan. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly, I'm sorry. And the project is called One on One.
Cool.
Rakshit, are you here? It appears candidates didn't know they have to actually participate at the pitch night. I see a lot of people who haven't joined, which is unfortunate, but
Yeah, it is. We actually sent out an email to everyone last night, letting them know, and I got some responses from some people that said they would not be able to attend, which is sad. I think some people had flights or it wasn't a convenient time. And so, maybe if there's anyone who's not here, we can just, at the end, if we have time, we can go through and just highlight some of their ideas and read what they have on here. And while that does not constitute a pitch, maybe if you think it's really great, you can still give them a good vote. Unfortunately, they will not be eligible to move forward to demo day, but I think it would be a lot of fun just so everyone gets a clear picture. We had some really amazing submissions to this, and that actually surprised us. We were a little bit uncertain if people would put the time and effort into thinking what can I actually build on Sapphire if they aren't an engineer, don't come from a technical background. So yeah, we were blown away by the submissions we got. Especially, let me give a quick shout out to any of you who may be here from the unofficial Discord, because the unofficial Discord came together and came up with some really cool ideas, and that's much appreciated. So yeah, we'll keep it going. And then there's a few presentations too. Someone emailed me and said that it was 2 a.m. their time. They wouldn't be able to pitch because they have work in the morning. But I think that, it wouldn't be a problem for us to just go through the slides. Of course, I cannot pitch for them because I don't know what their pitch would be. And yeah, so we'll just keep it moving and go from there.
yeah, exactly. Do you want to take over, Mary, or should I?
Oh yeah, you can keep going down the list if you don't mind.
Okay.
It
Okay,
seems
okay.
like you've got a good flow going.
Yeah. Okay, next up on our list is Simon Hogbin with corruption-proof electoral system. Simon, are you here?
Wait, what's the name of the project again?
Corruption-proof electoral system.
That sounds intense. I really hope Simon is here listening because I'm intrigued. I know that some people in the audience have to be as well. let's leave him yellow and move on to the next person.
Yeah, I was curious to hear about this one, but yeah, let's move to OBI. Oh, this is easy. With sound.
I know Izzy's in the house. I
Yeah,
just saw
is
him.
there in here?
I saw him. Let's hear your pitch, Izzy. There he is. Come on down.
Hi, Izzy.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Oh no, I gotta share my screen though. Hold on.
yeah, you do.
Yeah. Share screen. Desktop. Share. I apologize. I see I have to give allow the give admission.
Yeah, you have to give permission if you're using Mac.
Yeah.
You have to quit and reopen the app afterwards.
Well, I think that's gonna
Okay, we'll wait for you.
I don't think you guys have that much time for that, but
Yeah, Izzy, it's okay. We got you. Go ahead and do that, and then just come right back in, and we'll get your presentation going. No worries.
all right, sounds good.
So, Minya, how many projects have we had presented so far? I think I see on the list right here, we have had,
Is a spreadsheet?
yeah, see, we have a spreadsheet, guys. We have a behind the scenes spreadsheet. It looks like Minya's been taking attendance, and there is quite a few that were not here. So we have
Yeah,
had
we
three
have
so
three
far.
projects. 3 projects, yeah.
Cool.
Perl Protocol, Gaita, and Silent Mint.
I wonder who's taking the lead in votes.
I don't know. I actually urged people to submit the form at the end of the event.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm just curious if in the comments, anybody has a favorite so far, feel free to drop it in there. Oh, look, I don't think Blood Fuse has been called yet. Has it been called, Minya? I think that one was towards the bottom.
Yeah, I called it, but nobody.
He's here. He says, my internet was bad. I don't know if, yeah, there he goes. If you know what, we could probably let him go ahead and present. And then whenever Izzy comes back, he can do his.
Perfect. You have the floor, Onose. Can you hear us? You're muted at the moment. Yes, it's recorded. Onose, I think you still have issues with your internet connection.
Yeah, we can't hear you. I know Zoom, I see you say we're all struggling with technicalities. Zoom can be a little bit touchy, and unfortunately, like this was the best option that we could find for allowing you guys to present, share screens, and do everything that we needed to get done for the purpose of this pitch night. But yeah, like I said, if you're present and you're here and you have a presentation, we can definitely go through those slides for you. Just send a message here in the chat and ping me and let me know, hey, I'm here, can you help me out? And we can try to work something out towards the end after everyone who can present is able to. Yeah, Chris, it's fine. If you have a video that you've made and you want to use a video presentation, you can do that as well. I noted that some people were not necessarily comfortable with coming up and doing a pitch. It can be a little bit intimidating, and we understand that. So if you prepared a video, you can share that as long as it covers the relevant points to what you're building, then that's fine. Oh, okay, here's Blood Fuse. Let's get into it. We can't hear you, but we can see this.
Okay, we're requesting blood.
Okay. Hello.
Hi.
Hey there.
Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? My internet. Hello. Wow. Yes.
We can hear you. The
Hello.
connection seems a little poor, but we can definitely hear you and we can see your screen.
Hello. 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 Are you? Hello. Can you hear me, please?
Yeah, now
Yeah.
we can hear you.
Okay. All right. Okay. Sorry for the technical challenge. My
No
name
worries.
is Onuse. My name is Onuse Ogenawugaga from Nigeria. I'm a blockchain advocate, and I'm here to present BlockFuse. BlockFuse is a Web3 solution that connects blood donor to blood banks and hospitals in need of blood. In my country, Nigeria, over 1 million units of blood is required on a yearly basis, but less than 100,000 units is what is being received. And then this gives birth to the solution, BlockFuse. Actually, we are already working on the UI design. This is the UI design. This what I'll be presenting. And when the opportunity came for the community, for us to submit on the community project, not technical project, I just have to submit because I was already on it, and here it is. As we all know, a lot of people, records that has to do with health needs to be private and confidential. In as much we want a transparent transaction on the blockchain, in this case, vis-a-vis using Sapphire. We want to use Sapphire to aid us in protecting confidential information as regard our donors and patients that will be receiving blood on a platform. So this platform connects donor and the blood bank when there is a request for blood. And the transaction is being done on the blockchain network. And using the, okay, let me go over the platform now. You can donate blood. It's registered blood donor via the community related donor. The blood donor, they sign in as users. The blood banks and hospital, they also sign in as users as well. And they will be able to create accounts. They'll be able to create their various wallet, and the platform also, in the course of reimbursement, for blood processing and blood packaging, it accepts cryptocurrencies, and it also accepts fiat currencies for the transaction. I don't know if people are hearing me, but I don't know if my internet is not really too okay. I don't know if you're hearing me, but
We hear you great.
so,
We hear you great.
okay, sorry, okay, that's good. So the donors can make an appointment. You make your appointment to donate blood, and then this is it. It gives you the platform for you to create your account, and then the account is being created. Then there is a geomapping system that connects that shows the nearest blood donation centers to the donor, and the donor goes to the blood donation centers to donate blood. based on proximity. The nearest donor and the nearest blood bank, they are matched based on the system, and the system tracks that. So this is the geomapping system on the platform. Then, okay, still on the geomap, you can book your appointments and all that. So this is a dashboard of the user. The user, let's say, for example, lower 2B, it gives you the number of, it gives you the medical reports and all of that. And these reports by conventional blockchain, it will be on the network, but this is where Sapphire comes in now in terms of confidentiality. Members can keep this record in confidence, whereby though yes, there's transparency in transaction, but it is not being triggered for everyone to see. So that's the reason why we want this project, BlockFuse, which is a Web3 blood donation platform to be built using the Sapphire EVM smart contract that will trigger a smart contract from the Oasis network, courtesy of Sapphire, that will aid confidentiality in terms of medical records and some confidential records. Then the market is presently, this is where you book your okay, appointment being booked. Sorry, I didn't know, okay, okay, medical reports. Well, that's just it. The blood donation platform, we want to build it on Sapphire. The reason being that we want most of the transaction records to be highly confidential, and we are using this. We feel Sapphire is okay for us because it is, the gas fee is relatively low, and then scalability is solid, and it will allow us to cross for the cross-chain application activity, because presently other ecosystem can as well benefit from this solution. So this, since the Sapphire gives that, it is a solid solution for the market is very huge, like I said, and then by default, users will have wallets that is, Oasis wallet. Users by default will be able to create that, and also the rules can also be used for a means of transaction. If at the end of the day this project is being supported or is being approved, and then we integrate that into a solution.
Cool.
Once again, this is just the presentation of.
Sorry about that.
It destabilized my presentation, but I'm very sorry about it. And I never knew there was, I don't know there was supposed to be a format of presentation. I got the mail just last night. I just felt, okay, let me just present this live and direct from the UI UX design that is readily available. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Great pitch. We really appreciate it. That is awesome. And thank you for taking the time. I think it's pretty cool that you already have, this wireframe website and mock-up of what you're building. And I could see how this would be super beneficial. So thank you for sharing that. Be sure to vote. Guys, rate this from 1 to 5. And I will say, let's, if you have a project that you're uncertain about, feel free to make some notes somewhere. So at the end, if you want to, go back and rate your very favorites with 5, ones that are just, okay, in the mid-range there, and then ones that you feel, I don't think so, with a 1. Hopefully not too many of you get 1s, but don't take it personal if you do, because this is pitch night. It is a competition, and there's always things that can be improved upon. So next up, we'll go ahead and bring up Izzy again. I see he's back in here with his headshot at the top. So Izzy, come on down and let's see your presentation.
All right, sounds good. I guess I had a little video real quick, but just to start off. All right, cool. Can y'all see that? All right, I'm gonna cut that short real quick. That's a quick little intro, but just to get to the slides real quick. Basically SoundView is a NFT marketplace slash also stream to earn platform where like the slogan we have right now is a music economy. It's a music economy where the fans and artists are valued equally. The marketplace right here, not the marketplace, but the actual like industry within the streaming industry, not just in Africa, but like talking about Africa right now is like currently there are like 35.3 million streamers in the African region alone. And there are about 282.10 million in revenue from streams coming out of that region. However, if you guys know about the Afro entertainment aspect, it's actually one of the biggest genres in the globe, and it's still rising at an exponential rate. So this right here screams real opportunity for us to enter the market and grow with it and go global with it. The problem we have as of now is basically creators are underpaid for their creative input. And also most NFTs do not have the ability to encrypt data information into them, which they can use as marketing tools to retain their fans and the community. The marketplace we have with SoundView is basically, I'm jumping around, but I'm just kind of just going straight to the point. The marketplace we have with SoundView is basically we'll be using Sapphire to enable NFT creators, like just music NFT creators, to use it as a marketing tool to have like scavenger hunts or like different things that they can put within their NFTs so that they can retain their fans and have it and have their fans use it at a later date, at a later time. And also the streaming aspect will be utilizing Sapphire to actually encrypt the data and when streamers spend X amount of time within the marketplace, they are rewarded when they share their data with SoundView, rewarded for that form of engagement that they put into the platform. So to integrate more about integrating Sapphire, it allows creators a chance to encrypt messages and perks to their fans inside the NFTs. It allows creators to use the NFTs as a marketing strategy by implementing fan loyalty in various and creative ways. Also, it allows the community to take full ownership of their streaming data and be rewarded for doing so. It also allows raffles implemented on SoundView to be truly random and confidential. So when we're doing competitions from different genres to boost engagement within the marketplace, the confidentiality of Sapphire will actually allow that to be truly random and not truly random. Basically the business model we have to within this marketplace is that for the streaming aspect, there'll be 4 tiers. The first tier is that the fans will actually can easily connect their wallet to stream content on the marketplace and be able to earn at least like 1 sound token absolutely free. And this subscription has no voting power. The token that we'll have will be a governance token, so we can actually vote with different competitions that we have within the marketplace. The second tier is considered listeners, so that this is an entry-level subscription that will allow fans to earn 5 sound tokens per hour as they stream. And this subscription has a collaborative voting power of like 25% of the whole votes when we're voting on different aspects of the roadmap. The third tier will be considered watchers. This is the intermediate level subscription that will allow fans to earn up to about 10 sound tokens per hour. The subscription has the collaborative also voting power of also 25% along with the listeners, when voting. And then there's also managers, which is the top tier, that can earn up to 15 sound tokens per hour. And this subscription has the collaborative voting power, or 50% of the votes, which is the most, which is the most from what you guys have seen. Right now, this is really not just a straight pitch. It's kind of like an introduction, because I can share the GitHub that we have, and we have a UIX is ready, and we're building right now on Emerald to start building on Sapphire, and it's on test mode and just testing the smart contracts as we speak now. That's to go deeper in the business model on the marketplace. Listen for the creators. The creators have the opportunity to list their NFTs for free, giving them a chance to showcase their work, which in most marketplaces that's around that would have music NFTs, the barrier to entry is kind of high, because most of them kind of like charge fees to just to list their work, not even to mint. But during the listing process, creators can get a chance to not only attach their work to their customized profile, but also indicate the genre in which the NFT will be viewed. So give them a specific target market to a specific target market and a direct channel to their audience. Our detailed listing process gives I'm sorry, I said that. So the minting, there will be a 5% minting fee associated with the NFT minting when initially minted, which are minted on demand, and then 5% resale fee, which is with each NFT sold on a platform by the community. These fees will be put towards the platform maintenance and the streaming rewards that will be given out as streamers actually engage with their favorite artist content. So quick 5 minutes, that's SoundView in a nutshell. That's a SoundView in a nutshell. There's a lot more to be said about it, but I don't want to take up too much time, and it's in a working process, process right now. Like I said, I can share on the chat box the GitHub.
Yeah, go for it. Thank you, Izzy, for presenting. Izzy is one of our treasured ambassadors. He helps us so much in Nigeria and our regional growth in that area. So we really appreciate the submission. And I just have to say, from my personal perspective, that video you had at the beginning there, couldn't help but dance to it. It's super cool. I hope to see more from SoundView, especially, adding in some of those confidentiality features from Sapphire. And you should probably, go ahead and make a submission to the Keep It Confidential Hackathon if you're already building, because we would love to see it. So yeah, everybody take a second, get your vote in, indicate it on the sheet. Of course, don't submit it until the end. I saw that Chris was in here. He asked if he could share. I think we already called him, but he had asked if he could share his video. Yeah, there you are, Chris. Go ahead and share that. I know, we had said, just to remind everyone, if you have someone that submitted their concept, if you don't feel comfortable presenting live, we allow you to make a video presentation. So the floor is yours, and let's get into it.
Can you see the share screen button? Okay.
There you go. Chris, I'm not sure if you're playing your video yet, but all we're getting on this side is a white screen. So maybe having some technical difficulties there, unless it's still just loading and getting ready to play for us.
we cannot see anything, Chris.
Yeah, Chris, you know what? I actually, I can see the video and your submission link. So I'm gonna go ahead, if you want to stop sharing your screen, I'll go ahead and share my screen. And that way, everyone can view the video that you've submitted, okay? So let's do it. I don't have my system preferences set up to do this, so just give me.
Okay, I'll do it.
Oh, okay, Minya, thank you. Oh, because you do have to restart the app. That's true. I think that's exactly what Izzy just went through. So thanks for saving us from spending some more time there, Minya. Appreciate you.
Let me find the actual link. Okay, here it is. Okay. Let me see if it's actually playing. Okay, yeah. Where is it? This is it. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, my name is Chris and I'm gonna be presenting this project today. Okay.
Thank you for the video, Chris. That was awesome. Honestly, that music had me feeling like I was climbing to the top of
Yeah.
Mount Everest. So that was very inspiring and awesome. Thank you for that. Everyone, be sure to get your votes in. The name of that one was, I think, Oasis Crypto Exchange, right?
Let me check.
Yeah, and Oasis Batman might show up, right? That's how it feels like superhero music. All right, guys, so let's get the votes in and move right along to our next one.
I think at one point I called for Robert Bobosa, and I think someone said in the chat that's Robert, but he had a different last name. Robert, if you're still here, you can come up.
Oh, he's not. He emailed me actually last night and said that he let's see, I think, yeah, he's not going to be able to make it to do the pitch. Unfortunately, this is a great idea though. This is one of those ones that if we have time at the end, we'll go back and share it. It's about, it's about reshaping the VPN industry using Sapphire, which is a very interesting concept. This is one of the ones that came out from OUD, the Oasis unofficial Discord. I actually posted about the community concepts non-technical hackathon in there, and I got to watch them start collaborating on this idea in real time. And so it would be amazing if at the end we have time to share a little bit about it. So I guess we can move forward to the next person. And yeah, for our presenters, it may be easier if they just want to like raise their hands and keep their hands raised, and we just go through it like that, so we know who's here. So if we can just get anyone who's going to be presenting to raise their hand, we'll just go in order that hands are raised.
Yeah, perfect.
Cool.
Okay, Vincent has. I don't see Vincent on the list.
No. Okay, so for anyone who is willing to present that submitted a concept, feel free to raise your hand and we'll bring you up. Otherwise, we'll just continue going through the list.
Okay, I see Orelua, who has a project called Rainy Finance.
Okay, are you ready to present? There you are. Okay, let's hear it. I'm not sure if you're talking yet, but you'll definitely need to unmute yourself first because you are muted.
Orelua. We cannot hear you.
There we go. I see you're unmuted now. Let's see if we got it going.
Can you hear us, Orelua? I found Vincent's project, which is called DeskPad, so we can give the floor to Vincente because I see Orelua left.
Vincent, come on down. Oh, you know what? I'm loving this avatar here.
Is that the little prince? No. Vicente, you can share your screen whenever you're ready. The green share screen button.
Yeah, it should be right at the bottom of your screen next to where it says participants chat, right in the middle, share screen. You may have, I know that probably some of you may have some difficulty if you don't have permissions previously set up to share your screen. So,
hi.
Hey.
How are you? I am going to share the screen then. Let's see. Where is it? Let's see. It's in.
Okay.
It
Perfect.
shows.
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Thank you. Let's see. Let's start the presentation. Yeah. Here. Vamos a ver. Right. So that's bad. Is a very launchpad. It means it brings together the best of Web 2 and the Web 3 provided by the DeskPad native token and Sapphire. It means mixing up the benefits of a social network, social platform, and a launchpad. It allows the investors and crypto enthusiasts and developers to interact with each other to get to know the projects on a deeper level, in a personal level. So we can see the projects reach milestones firsthand to see how they go, and they can present to the investors and people how they are going and what changes to do to their projects. They can schedule rewards and giveaways, or they can simply do an IDO backed up by the Testpad platform. This is my business model. So our customers, our market size, it takes from the crypto market users and the social media users. The people that are interested in delve into crypto but are not knowledgeable can use this social media to have a first deep in the space. Actually, there are like 4 to 5 million social media users, and it's estimated that it's like 1 billion crypto users. So the total market size will be around that amount of people, and that amounts like $15 billion in the total market. So, and we pitch developers, entrepreneurs interested in publishing their projects in Testpad. So how do we reach them? We reach them through social media, internet, and ambassadors. That will be our way to get people to enter the platform. What will they find in our platform? They can find idols, do crowdfunding. That is the opportunity to invest with low fees, with low costs in new tokens, in new projects. They can users can receive rewards and giveaways by investing or by staking the token. It will have a great social experience where you can interact with creators and other crypto users. And by that experience, I'm using Sapphire and a bit of help of Parcel, we can tokenize data, and users can receive 75% of their revenue by lending their data to enterprises or by seeing ads on the platform. And there can be P2P, person-to-person tipping between users and for the best content creators. So the relationship we make with the customers are through smart contracts and kind of impersonal, because they are going to build the space practically. Intercontent. Also, what activities are crucial to this business? Project crowdfunding and social media networking. So there's I need to focus very much in this area, like moderating and making sure the platform is up to the best tastes of our market. What resources are crucial in this business? The Testpad platform and the startups that are going to come into the platform. Important partners that will help this business come to life: Oasis Foundation, Oasis Labs, Under Technology, MetaMirror with help with the tokenization of the data, Oasis Ambassadors if they can help, and Testpad ambassadors. So the revenues to the platform and its developers and team will come from token sales. We will receive a bit of commission from startup projects, and of course the treasury will have a portion of the Testpad token from advertising and 25% of the tokenized data from users. What are the costs? The platform will do giveaways and rewards. If the people stake their token, they will receive a portion of the tokens from the projects that do a startup in the platform. And of course, the maintenance and moderating of the Testpad platform, its development. These are an overview of the important points. The crowdfunding will be regulated by escrow and smart contracts. If we use Sapphire, everything will be private. The amounts the people invest, the tips they do, the amount of this PAT token staked. So that is the important bit of how Sapphire will be implemented. I explained this. Users will have their anonymity while they lend their tokenized data and receive lastly, like I said, the SPAT holders and stakers will receive a portion of the tokens from the projects doing the startups or even NFTs if they offer them. I believe this is the wrap up of this project. We will use support to the ROS token to give and receive tips if the people want to give them. An important point is that if a way to regulate how the projects receive the funding is they have to reach a self-established milestone or like a reward for investors. So when they reach the milestone fund and they accomplish the milestone and are giving the reward, they will receive the fund accumulated. That way, we are going to avoid scam projects, and of course, the people in charge from the platform, we need to review the project so they are confiables. They are trusty. They can be trusted. So that's everything. Thank you for your time and for being here.
Awesome. Thank you, Vic. Thank you for that great presentation. Seems really well thought out. And yeah, I really like the thought and effort that you put into that, especially that flow chart. That was really, really nice. And guys, just if you scroll down on the form, Minya, maybe you can paste it again. If you scroll down on the form, you'll see Deskpad is towards the bottom of that. So make sure that you rate that project between 1 and 5. And yeah, and thank you, Vic.
Thank you.
Okay, I see Usari has his hand raised. His project is called SSN version 2. So hi, can you hear us?
Am I good to go?
Okay, you can go.
Okay then.
We're waiting. Yeah.
Perfect.
Hey, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I think you guys are both trying to go at the same time. Usuri, let's let him present first, and then right after that, you can go ahead and present. Thanks so much. Or Lua, you can go ahead and present whenever you're ready.
Okay. All right. So, okay. All right. So I'll share my screen right away. Can you all hear me loud and clear?
Yeah, we can hear you great.
Okay, fantastic then. All right, I'm talking about Rennie Finance. Can you see my screen?
We don't see the screen. Oh, there it is. Yep, now we can see it.
All right, basically. So what we do at Rennie Finance is basically to help individuals, institutions, and businesses to automate their payments. And now with the use of Sapphire platform, we are going to be making it anonymous for people to, leverage on blockchain technology to, facilitate and receive payments. One of the edges that traditional banking or traditional financial institutions have over blockchain technology is the fact that our data on these platforms, on those old age institutions, were protected. But with blockchain technology, as much as they are new technologies, they are methodologies that are meant to, improve the world. Our data is actually out there for public to, to leverage on for the public to actually act, for the public to actually come to our houses at the dead of the night to rob off of whatever assets, crypto assets we currently have. So I'll go into the next slide. So the problem with blockchain, in fact, there's a lack of data privacy. Data is clear because of lack of data privacy. In act predisposes of and businesses immediately block angle businesses make payments internally and externally. Internally has to do with salaries. Then I did a survey on LinkedIn because I have a substantial amount of followers on LinkedIn, about 30,000. So what I did was I threw out a poll. Are employees actually interested in accepting crypto salaries? Then I realized that many people are interested in crypto salaries, but a significant amount of people wanted their fiat currency, in Naira in this case. But as much as they want theirs in crypto assets, they want it to be protected. They want to understand as much as their salaries were known to them and them. They also want something similar to be for whatever crypto assets they're in. Take for example, they're earning 500,000 in Nigeria. That equivalent in crypto assets, maybe a USDT, a BUSD, a USDC, that equivalent is protected. It's not something that, they come to work the following day and it's a subject of discourse by their colleagues at work, the people in their department. So our department is going to be leveraging up, our team is going to be leveraging on this technology to simplify payments and also harness power of blockchain technology. We currently built a DApp. I will visit it right now. Currently. What we do is, with the DApp, what you do is you connect your wallet, connect your MetaMask wallet, connect your Trust wallet. We also have Oasis wallet, which is a Chrome extension. We're also going to be integrating that in a way that people who already have wallets on this platform, they already funded it. They can now use their platforms to pay whatever payment they want to make, either internally to their staff. They want to also make payments to suppliers, to manufacturers, to wholesalers. They can also make it as seamless as possible and also as protected as possible. So it's not something that becomes public knowledge. It's not something that people can just visit the Etherscan or BSC scan and see what transaction they've done or what money they've actually received, and they're actually protected. So how do we come into the play? How can we come into perspective? Is the fact that in Nigeria, for example, we have about 57% of businesses powering the economy, they're small businesses. So with our solution, if you're going to be helping small traders, we're going to be helping small businesses, traders, freelancers. We have people who are content creators from this part of the world, creating solutions, creating who are Discord grinders, if I could use that phrase, who are creating actually solving solutions. I've been creating solutions for people around the world. However, they have this problem with payments. It's actually one problem that's really, really affected Nigerians, so to speak. It's also seamless and protected. So also, since we understand that businesses are the lifeblood of the economy, lifeblood is there people who are artist part sellers, people who are who sell stocks online, things that people can just come from every part of the world to come and take this or buy them. They can easily pay and they can actually receive money easily and seamlessly. So next up is our competitive advantage. We all understand that the Oasis network has very, very ridiculously low transaction fees, as very, very low, and transaction speed. So you cannot compare to the traditional banking system, which you have to come for 2 working days, check it. You have to wait for the manager to sign this and the likes. Data privacy, like we all know. Transparency. your $1 is a $1. There's no hidden charges. There's no 8 cents behind the mix that, oh, there's this commission. No, this is what has been spelled out. So now also diversification of assets. With our DApp, we can actually, we are currently, okay, when we built the MVP, we had the problem with the swap token. When we try to swap it to us, we're not getting the conversions where the the BTC was not converting to USDT well. So we are working on the swap token. So now with this diversification of assets, people can just have, for example, businesses can just have one Bitcoin on their wallet. They won't have issues paying 500 USDT to maybe 2 people or 3 workers. When we've actually fixed the swap problem currently. So now edge against inflation. With Nigeria inflation running to about 20%, about 70.5 right now. Our solution will ensure that now look at the naira to dollar exchange. It's currently exchanging for 720 naira and above. Nigerians can actually relate to this for $1. I currently run a MBA program at the Quantity School of Business and Technology. This month I want to pay this amount. The following months has changed to another amount. So when you store your money, you bought crypto assets with our platform, it's actually easy for you to hedge against inflation, and you actually your 1 naira or your $1 today is still your $1 tomorrow. Let's stop. Now the user persona, who are we targeting? We're targeting individuals and businesses. I don't want to go into this, but I'll just quickly summarize. So now Cynthia, who is a nursing mother, she sells artifacts and artworks. She's a trader who sells artworks and other tourist items in Lagos, Nigeria. To raise funds for a study program, she combines her earnings to proceeds from, she set up a GoFundMe page to cater for her education and also for her 4-year-old daughter. However, because of she leveraging on that open platform, she has a tech-savvy neighbor who is also dubious, who can actually see our earnings every day through the Etherscan. Every night he asks our MetaMask wallet in guise of trying to help her to withdraw her funds, and he asks it and take the funds out of it. So now she needs a financial platform that offers her privacy and data privacy in the world of Web3. That's how we come in. Now for businesses. So now for an agri-tech small business located in Ibadan, Nigeria, what they do is they connect rural farmers to urban markets. Through its app, AgriBest Limited helps farmers in rural communities to sell their farm produce to household, urban markets, and the factories. So now, because of farmers are in rural communities where they have minimal internet presence or minimal or no internet presence, and also bank agents, they are ridiculously far from where they are. So now they need to rely on third-party individuals to run transactions, to get their fiat. So now what we do is we also come into the mix by leveraging on our solution to ensure that they can use USSD, and also we can actually collaborate with POS terminals to work on our platform, use our platform to get whatever transaction they want to get done. So our business model, we are targeting, like I mentioned, individuals and businesses. Our revenue model is basically commissions. There are no sign-up fees, setup form. It's basically commissions. We hope we are able to. Okay, now members of the team, there's a blockchain developer and me, marketing and the product guy, combining to create this magic. Thank you very much, guys.
And thank you, Orelua. That was a great presentation.
Yeah, thanks so much. That was great. I think we have Usury who is up next, and guys, just as a reminder, let's try to keep it to 5 minutes. I know it's hard. We still have plenty of submissions to get through, so let's keep it rolling. The floor is yours, Usury.
Great. Can you guys see me right now?
We can, yeah.
Yep.
Perfect. I'll share my screen in a minute, but I kind of wanted to point out that a lot of these pitches are talking about some really cool concepts dealing with medical data, personal privacy, social media platforms, finance applications that are tied to identity. We're talking about use cases that could be made private for the first time in the crypto space. Privacy is really only relevant when sensitive data is at risk. To make any of these apps kind of maximally useful, the Web3 space needs to offer the ability to offer strong but private identity validation to share personal information securely. What is the strongest form of identity validation that we see in the world today? Government issued identities, social security numbers. The pitch that I'd like to share with you guys today is SSN V2, powered by the Oasis Foundation's Sapphire Paradigm. let me share my screen here. Can you guys see this? Perfect. So I'm sure you're all familiar with the concept of social security numbers. These are 9-digit codes used for everything from employment to banking, home ownership, and of course, taxes. You're probably aware of some of the problems. And while you may be fine at protecting your social security number, who's to say your car insurance company's web developer knows anything about end-to-end encryption and storing hashes? What happens if the data is intercepted and used by a malicious actor? What happens in 2050 when we run out of social security numbers? In the US, we don't reuse social security numbers, and it only supports up to 1 billion people. So we're running out soon. These are the consequences of the social security number system we have in place today. Money has been lost, people's lives have been disrupted. 77% of businesses claim that they don't have the personnel or resources to properly secure their records and systems. This shows there's a lot of opportunity for decentralized applications to step in and improve the standard of security across the board. What if it were possible to upgrade SSNs to something more secure? What if your SSN couldn't get leaked in a data breach? What if a system supporting this could last not just 100 years for 1 billion people, but for any number of people forever? Even better, what if this system was modular and it could be upgraded over time to support unforeseen needs? This is SSN v2, and it's now possible for the first time thanks to the combination of Ethereum's global infrastructure and private computing on Sapphire Paratime. Before showing how it works, let's talk about how you'd be issued an SSN v2 on Ethereum. This could be administered at a government facility such as a DMV, a post office, or a Social Security Administration office. Citizens could generate a wallet for an account, or they could bring a proof of identity to authorize an existing wallet to act as their new SSN. Once their identity is associated with a wallet in a federal database, the user simply has access to a public and private key pair, just like you're all familiar with Ethereum. Once an SSN v2 is issued, it can be used to validate your identity. If you're familiar with public and private key signing systems, you'll understand that Ethereum already allows us to sign transactions to prove we hold the private key to a particular account. What you may not know is that there is no privacy on the core Ethereum protocol. Any interaction with a smart contract exposes your parameters in plain text, and that is observable to all that are curious. Sapphire Paratime allows us to pass parameters to smart contracts privately, meaning you can now inject data into the mempool without risk of exposure. So highly sensitive data can now be used in unity with your digital identity for the first time in a decentralized way. For example, I could now not only verify my identity to initiate the interaction with a public service, but now I could also interact with that service by providing highly sensitive data to a smart contract executed on Sapphire Paratime. Note that a counterparty would never even receive my SSN, meaning there's no risk of it ever being intercepted. In this example, a citizen validates their identity and interacts with a contract securely. This model is simple, but it explains the general workflow for most applications that would run after the SSN v2 validation. The blue square on the end represents the Sapphire Paratime processing sensitive information, whether that be your health history for a new insurance application, the transfer of a car title to a new party, or a routine vote at your local city council. This unique combination of privacy and computational ability is something that we've not yet seen in the crypto space. Highly robust tools like Ethereum have lacked the kind of privacy needed for applications, and privacy enabling tools like Monero are limited in their programmatic behavior and tooling. For the smart contract developer that wants to build applications for sharing medical information, tax services, billing information, personal information, and more, a trusted execution environment is required. A secure execution environment like Sapphire prevents attacks like front running, where a submitted transaction can be duplicated and imitated. This particular concept and many others like it also benefit from the ability to separate digital identities by instantiating new wallets. Finally, as the Oasis Foundation continues to be built upon, more and more easily accessible and modular smart contracts will be readily available for developers to offer in their projects. In summary, the technology we have access to now enables a new and valuable type of smart contract execution where social identities can be paired with private information and processed and used on the Ethereum virtual machine for the first time. The physical infrastructure for this is already in place. Most of the work would have to be in the issuance of the SSN v2. Consider that for this to work today, the only work needed by governments would be an additional mapping to a public key in their existing databases. Even without that change, the current Social Security number system could be implemented as a proof of concept by generating a wallet with a key store plus password. I see a future where personal identity is digital and it's decentralized. I know that the tools in place to make Social Security numbers easy to use and robust and safer than ever are already here. This is going to be developed in the next few years by somebody, and it's going to roll out. Yeah, thanks to these technologies, decentralized ledgers, the Ethereum virtual machine, smart contracts, private key cryptography, and now Sapphire Paratime, we can begin building this today. Thanks to everybody here for all your time and everything that each of you have done for the Web3 space.
Thank you so much
That's
for that
amazing.
presentation. I have to give you like a hand clap right here because this was truly impressive. Thank you for the time that you spent on this. I can tell that you put a lot of work into this. And I just have to ask you, are you planning on joining the Keep It Confidential hackathon and potentially like teaming up with someone to bring this concept to life?
I'm not sure, actually. I've been invited to participate in the Chainlink hackathon at the end of the month, so we'll see where things go.
Oh, come on. You got to join. You got to join. If not for this, because this hackathon is just on testnet, and we will be running a much bigger hackathon on mainnet once Sapphire is officially and fully launched in the coming weeks and months. So be on the lookout for that. But once again, yeah, thanks for taking the time to present this.
Well, thank you so much. And I will look into the hackathon. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah, be sure to get your votes in, guys. This one is, as you can see, SSNB2. So yeah, give your ratings. And then I think we have, who's up next? I think I saw Robert was up next.
Brish is next, actually.
Okay.
And his project is called MedBook.
All right, let's hear it. There we go. The floor is yours, Ambrish.
Hello, thank you, everyone. Am I audible?
Hey, we can hear you.
Yeah.
So once my screen is visible, please let me know. Is my screen visible?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So good evening, everyone. I'm Amrish Agarwal, and I'm basically from India. And together with my friend, my colleague, Ritika, we want to present this idea of MedBook that is powering healthcare through blockchain. We know that health is one of the major aspects of human society. And as per the recent and as per the current survey, health sector is going to be humongous with around $700 billion by the end of 2022. So healthcare being such a huge sector comprises of a large amount of data, and each individual is the carrier of the data. But the problem is this data which we refer to as medical data or med data in short, isn't very much dispersed form. So in order to organize this scattered data and bring more enhancement to our health system with the help of advanced blockchain technology, we are bringing forward this idea of MedBook. Our goal is to onboard the medical system on blockchain, and what can be better than Sapphire EVM? From regular health checkups to patients' health history, all will be available in a single place, which can be utilized as per various business requirements. This unified data can be used for different purposes, solving numerous simple to critical issues via a single platform that we call MedBook. Now, any idea that generates basically from a set of loopholes, a set of problem statements. So let's dive into the problem statements. the various problem statements that we have gone through, or that we have faced, most of our friends have faced, or most of our relatives have faced, especially during the COVID pandemic, like lack of advanced health data storage management technology. Let me give you a very basic example. For example, any patient is going to visit a doctor or who's doing any online consultancy. So the current doctor is not having the record or the health history of that patient, previous health histories. So it makes the treatment more complex. If we will have all that unified data at a single place, so it will make the treatment more simple as well as cost effective. The other issues are like lack of informative and integrated health services, payment processing and invoicing. We can have an integrated payment system directly attached with the DApp with the help of a decentralized wallet. Then there is like rising healthcare costs, which is increasing tremendously. Improvisation in telehealth system, like the DApp will provide the feature of directly online consultancy, video calling, patient health monitoring. These are some of the problem statements that we are going to solve with the help of our application. The other thing can be like discrepancy in medical costs, medical treatment costs, and it is going to be a global app, so the cost will vary from place to place. So why not to have a like unified costing system, medical cost system, etc. Now coming up to the solution. So we have thought of this decentralized application, which will be the only solution for the above mentioned problem statements that we have stated, and which will have all the details of an individual health data from day of his birth and can be utilized as per the business models or different models. So Medbook will be built on the top of Sapphire EVM. Like each individual will have his or own OMID, OSS medical identification, when they register on the DApp. This will interact with the blockchain through Solidity smart contract. There will be features for basic information, document uploads, external web browsing, like external web browsing. We can have direct connectivity with the external website, external medicine order website, so that it can be connected to the app, DApp, telehealth, etc. All with high confidentiality and scalability that is provided by the Sapphire EVM. An integrated payment mechanism will be provided, which the user can use for the exchange of services on different platforms. And obviously, the user wants it to be cost effective. So what can be better than like Sapphire solves this with more than 99% of the lower fees as compared to Ethereum transactions. And basic to advanced analytics will also be provided on the DApp, like health dashboards and health reports. So industry needs, like I mentioned, as per the recent survey, the digital healthcare market should reach more than $700 billion by 2025. Some of the solutions that I've already highlighted, and few of the solutions that can be like emergency facilities like blood donation, organizing health camps, which is more required as per the data, providing different treatment mediums like allopathy, homeopathic, Ayurveda, etc. at a single place, which can be utilized by the patient as per the preference. It will also help the local bodies and the governments to use the on-chain data, which we can categorize into different order, like which will be public or private, for various purposes like distributing medical supplies as per the needs or opening hospitals, etc. Health and fitness tips based on the user's health history, including diet plans, health goals, etc. can also be provided. So why Sapphire as a platform? Sapphire truly fits, it is a right fit for this application as it is secured and maintains the confidentiality of sensitive data by end-to-end encryption. It is highly scalable, so all the document upload features can be scalable on a high ratings and all. It is easily integratable with EVM-based apps, and most important is low cost with more than 99% of the lower fees when compared to Ethereum. So this is the business model we have thought about. It will be basically a revenue generation model. We will have a data repository which will have like different set of categories, entities in the app itself, name, date of birth, what is the vaccination histories, health issues if the patient is have, what is the medical identification number, and different e-prescriptions and all, blood group, health data, like color blindness, etc. So how the revenue will be generated by this business model? We will have the feature of DApp purchase, like online medicine order will be provided. We'll have integrated payment system using ROSE as a native currency, which will help in the transaction fees and all. We can have DApp advertisements of various pharmaceutical companies. We can have DApp advertisements of like various online medical stores, etc. Then telehealth, as I've already mentioned, online consultancy and patient monitoring. We can have paid health surveys, fitness tips, health analytics, which the user needs. We can have premium subscription like most of the medical apps are having nowadays. We can have government policies and awareness programs, and we can like have health insurance policies, which most of the people need nowadays. So this is the business model, and it is totally based on the revenue generation model. Now the project goals that I would like to mention is like, first of all, like acknowledgement of the idea, the solutions, and any modifications that are required, project planning and effect estimation, development of Medbook on Sapphire, EVM using Solidity, like testing for every set of development which can be decided as the time goes, user acceptance, there will be UAT for each and every stage, public DApp launch, we can give it a name as any version, marketing and sales pitching, and like then will be improved version of the DApp with add-on features as per the users' feedback from time to time. So this was all about our presentation, our concept, our idea, Medbook. I hope you would have liked it, and please feel free to give your views and ideas on the same, and any modifications, suggestions is required, it will be truly welcome by us. Thank you so much.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I think we have Robert up next.
Yeah.
And anyone else who is here that is going to be presenting, please raise your hand now. If we do not have any more hands raised to present after Robert, we'll go ahead and in the event, I actually have to drop off right after this. But guys, this pitch right here, I know it's going to be excellent because like I said earlier, before Robert was here to present, I witnessed this little concept coming alive in real time, and I'm excited for you guys to hear about it. I'm going to stay on for the next 3 minutes, and then I have to leave for another meeting. But yeah, so if you need to present, raise your hand. Let's keep it to 5 minutes. And yeah, so if your hand is not raised and the next few seconds, then you unfortunately will not be able to present, because we're going to have to go ahead and start wrapping this up. If everyone is still presenting after I finish with my next meeting, then I'll go ahead and join there. But yeah, Robert, you're clear to go.
Hey, sorry, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep, no worries.
Okay, awesome. Let me just find my screen. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Ooh. Sorry, guys. Cool. So, I would like to start with two mentions, at the beginning here. One will be that I am not very technical, so there might be some things here which might not make sense. And two, I'm not planning to do, this sort of project in the future. But, hopefully this idea would be, applied by someone here, which, is smarter than me, more technical. But what I'm going to guide through with you today is basically through the VPN industry. And, when people think about online privacy, they think about VPNs, right? So I'm going to guide you through some of the caveats of using a VPN and, how Sapphire can solve some of these issues. So I don't know if you know how big the VPN market is. Currently, it's a multi-billion-dollar market, and it will see, rapid growth in the upcoming years. Only in the US market, it's approximately $16 billion. And in the future, like only China will be approximately 11 billion. It's a huge market for VPN right now, and it will continue to grow because people would like to, keep their privacy in China and, possibly unlock content and use VPNs for other applications. Just to give you a bit more context on the industry itself, it's primarily on mobile right now. So we all know how important our mobile phones are. So the VPN is primarily used on mobile phones, and it will continue to grow. And one thing I would like to mention about VPNs in general across devices is that over half of them are free, right? So now that you have some context on VPNs, how they're used, how big the market is, there is a problem though. Allegedly some VPNs aren't necessarily as private as they advertise to be. That's something which is primarily seen in the free VPN market, where there are, and in the past there were, VPNs which would actually log your data, your metadata, your connection data, like your IP address. They would know where you were, what you did, right, during a session, what you browsed, and what you used, which is kind of counterintuitive for a VPN, right? So, why not use Sapphire to actually make VPNs, as private as possible, right? When you're sending that data, why not, have the keys to that data? So in that way, your metadata and your activity data would be encrypted. So even though, maybe your VPN would, it would act like an additional layer that your data wouldn't be, used by the VPN to, for monetization purposes. And there are countries where if your identity is known, right, and if you browse certain type of content, the consequences would be very bad. I'm talking about countries where freedom of speech, is attacked, right? Let's say, like, if a governmental entity would want to get your your activity data from a VPN provider, then that would, wouldn't result in very good things to you, right? So I try to be as short as possible with this because I'm very tired right now. So the whole concept of using Sapphire for VPNs would be, to address this issue of no log transparency, right? And giving, VPN users overall control over their data before it reaches their VPN server, right? And we've seen that the market is pretty big, and it would be primarily used, I would say, on free VPNs, but it would act like an additional security measure for more premium VPNs, where which go to audits to see if any of this data is being stored, right? So, like I said, I hope this made sense. I tried to be as short as possible.
Thank you, Robert. It totally makes sense. That's actually a great use for Sapphire VPN. So, great idea. Okay, who do we have next? We have John Paul. John Paul's project is Oasis Hospital. Hi, can you hear me? You're actually on mute, John.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hi. I'm going to present my presentation. I'll share the screen.
Perfect.
I will look for my presentation. This is new to me. Google screen. Okay. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
This is my. I'll just play the video for you guys.
Oasis Hospital Utility Tool application. Oasis Hospital Utility Tool application hybrid web and mobile application tool platform that helps the company to control all its necessary needs in its operations. This app/application can be used on cross-platforms like Android or iOS mobile phones, for personal computer, with its easy-to-use user interface. The founders, CEO, directors, doctors, utility personnel, pharmaceutical partners, logistics, security guards, IT personnel, patients, and customers can manage and control their tasks or view their needs. This is a powerful utility.
Can you turn up the volume a little bit, John? The volume is
Volume. That's only the loudest.
It will help everyone with its apprehensive features that can also be give bonuses to outstanding employees and give discounts to patients, organize personnel and operations
We can read the subtitles anyway.
You can create, manage, view, organize, schedule meetings, prescribe, transact, contact, and move forward with the next generation of hospitals enterprise. Everything in this application is a decentralized system using the Oasis Network blockchain. With the use of the Oasis Network technology and its architecture, the process of accessing and controlling the data information of the company, hospital equipment, doctors, nurses, pharmacists, utility personnel, consultants, IT group, security guards, members, and patients will give them the advantage of the innovative technology with the infrastructure of Web 3.0 plus. As we know, hospitals' online checkout becomes an alternative way to make better solutions for doctors on tracking their patients and keep them updated on their health conditions. The mission of the Oasis Hospital Utility Tool application is to get an organized program utility tool platform that helps the executives of companies, employees, members, and patients that is accessible to all doctors. It is also easy to use and has convenient ways to decentralize all access to just one application. Over time, this application can register your personal information with trusted security features on its programs, and it will keep your privacy and confidential data secure. You can pay online through accredited banks, credit card, Dollar Rose token, and other cryptocurrencies. This app is also integrated with Oasis Network Wallet, where you can generate or create your account on Sapphire Paratime or other Paratime. With the power of technology and architecture of the Oasis Hospital Utility Tool application, it can easily do the following: CEO, executives, company organizations, view and control the company profiles, goals, mission/vision, services, events, promos, and contact details on its cross platforms. Set meetings or schedules for monthly and annual reports, discussion of special projects, training, and tutorials for employees and patients, accounting, billing, human resources department, records of employees, doctors, nurses, salary distributions, daily attendance, hospital bills, assisting for Social Security, health insurance, and funeral or death claims. Doctors and patients can do the following: registrations online, appointments, patient records, payments, and others can be easily accessed and processed by using a mobile phone or a personal computer. All of these can be stored and processed all data in the Oasis parcel, which will secure all their data and give privacy, preserving all information used. With the new release of Sapphire Paratime, all sensitive data can ensure the security of personal data and the privacy of the health information of users. This is a powerful tool that will help hospital companies to serve with a highly scalable blockchain with a touch of innovative technology. One of the missions of Oasis Network is to protect user privacy and confidentiality. Human resources will be responsible for hiring new staff. All applicants will be reported on the app, set scheduled interviews, filing requirements on resumes or CVs, and approved by potential members. Once an applicant is hired, he or she will be given an account, accompanied with a QR code and personal details. She will undergo training and video tutorials on how to do their job in the company, how to access the job, and instruct them how to claim their salary and bonuses. Employees, members, and other guests can earn quarterly by staking Dollar over top. This is the native token of this application. This application is also integrated with Bitfeed, which supports Sapphire Paratime. With its decentralized exchange, you can buy and liquidity pool your assets and stake them to earn every quarter or yearly. You can get daily notifications on your mobile number and watch the status price of your bond. Another feature that can be used is by accumulating Dollar over top. This is the native token that can be earned by all account users. If you are an employee of the hospital and created an account on Ohuta, you will get points for the performance and daily attendance you achieve. Same with the customers and patients every visit and referring their friends and relatives. You can also buy Dollar Ohuta and stake it on the application. People can be part of this great Ohuta platform. All investors, employees, and members can participate in staking or donating to Ohuta Foundation or help the use of charity works and help unfortunate patients. Building the trust and integrity of the people is one of the missions of Ohuta Foundation. Shaping the community to its full potential and achieving the greatest knowledge, well-being, and resources of society. Starting a journey to making an ideal reality for everyone. Our vision is to lessen poverty and fairness in the global status. The Ohuta Foundation approaches the international awareness of good values and touches the heart of the entire nation to raise people to serve each other with equal treatment. Our mission is to work as one and promote better living in the world. Join us as we fulfill our dreams.
That's the end of my presentation.
Perfect, John.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
You can stop sharing your screen now.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your participation. And next we have Blessing, whose project is, let me find it, please. NFT receipt. Okay, Blessing, you can come up on the stage.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, good evening.
Okay, can you share your screen?
Mute. Okay. I can you hear me.
Sorry, didn't get that.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
The share screen button is right at the bottom of the screen.
Okay. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see my screen?
Perfect.
Yeah. The name of the app is an NFT receipt, and we're going to be using Oasis Sapphire to do the app. First is the NFT receipt, the problem statement. The NFT receipt is a second-hand marketplace whereby sellers are giving NFT receipts for the original for their original goods. So this NFT receipts, buyers can get the original receipt of second-hand goods and services. So one of the challenges we face in Africa and Nigeria most especially is when we get second-hand goods or services with marketplaces, we're not given the initial receipt or the original receipt for the goods. So the app will be able to neutralize that, and this app will come in place by which people or buyers will be given the original receipt. They will be the receipt to be minted for them to use. So the inspiration came, and what was the problem solving? The problem is solving the experience I had early this year. I got a smartphone, and it was from a second-hand marketplace. I was issued a receipt, but it did not tally with my identity, and I could not use it because it does not prove me as the owner of the goods. So I just came up with the idea that if there is an NFT receipt, there is something that can be minted and be given to people. Hello, can you hear me? There is something that can be minted and be given. Okay. I'm coming. Sorry about that. My network is breaking.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
Hello?
I can hear you.
My network is actually okay. Can you hear me? So what do? We provide a convenient and easy way to integrate web and mobile blockchain, like to integrate the Web2 into the Web3 development. We provide fast and cheap gas fee for the transfer of the NFT receipt within by I'm sorry for the from the break in transmission. Network is really bad here. So what do we
Okay, maybe she will come back. Oh, okay. Here we go.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you see my screen? Hello.
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Yeah, I'm sorry for the break in transmission. The network is really poor.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. So how it works, the app will leverage on the Sapphire blockchain and the network around it. Since it involves the maintenance of receipts of products and be sold out to the buyers and sellers. We also make use of technologies such as Filecoin, Wallet Connector, and Sapphire blockchain. So what we'll actually be giving out is we'll be giving out the satisfaction that every buyer of secondhand products need, because most secondhand products doesn't come with any receipt at all. But this one, you can get the original receipt of the goods you are going to be getting from the secondhand marketplace. And it also help reduce the fraud and fake products, because when you go to sell these secondhand goods and you're minting your original receipts, you won't get the fake or fraud products. And also we're using it to onboard new users into the use of the Web3 technology. So we're also making use of the Filecoin to store the NFTs and also to help mint it. In my team, we have Joseph AB, which is the backend developer. Blessing Abin, I'm the designer, and Augustina Godwin as the researcher. Thank you. I don't know if I've crossed the 5 minutes, so I'm already there. Thank you very much.
And thank you for your presentation.
I'm sorry about the network and everything.
Don't worry about it. Stuff like this happens all the time. Okay, let's invite to the stage our last presenter. Hi. You're muted. Still muted.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Good day. Good evening. My name is Timothy Cletus, and I'm from Nigeria. So you know me in the community as Timon. So I'll be sharing my screen now. Okay, can you see that? Hello, can you see my screen?
No, you haven't shared your screen yet.
Okay. Share with me, please.
Yeah, I just see a blank screen.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I have to give permission for it to. Okay, is that okay now?
Okay, now, yeah, now we can see.
All right. So my project is Keros, as you've seen, and we're still on the branding stage. This is the logo and that's the name. So the introduction, business of professional genetic testing kit is booming, with consumers able to learn about their ancestries and health risks at a fair price. Some individuals are worried they will discover things about their DNA that will be frightening, namely the risks they run of contracting various diseases and not know how to move forward with the information. Professional scientific skeptics contend the information may not even be as accurate as claimed and lead people to make questionable health decisions. Keros is a digital health care organization that offers enormous amount of innovation and implementation in digital health. This issue tackles automation and blockchain with the use of Sapphire. Problems that Keros is going to solve. In the healthcare sector, as expected, the most significant idea of Web3 for healthcare is data ownership. For example, if you decide to test your DNA with any today's providers like the 23andMe, you're giving your genetics data to a company. You first pay them to use their product. You first pay them to use their product and services, and then give them your intimate data, which they can use to make money. And the funniest part is that someone else owns your medical data. Although it is intimately yours, it is debatable if you are a true owner of it, which could lead to identity theft. Another case is, I'll try and summarize from here, is where companies acquire your medical data from companies or hospitals, and then with few research, they come up with drugs that they gain profit from without your knowledge. They gain profit from your data and you don't get anything for it. That's another problem we are facing. So with the help of Keros, with the help of Keros, capitalizing on the Safari paradigm, the first and only confidential EVM, Keros can capitalize and create a good environment for patients on the issues of data privacy. With patient personal information can be resolved with the benefits of the OSIAS network that is added to the Safari paradigm. So in this instance now, with the help of Safari paradigm, you will be able to protect your data and own your data. Secondly, with the use of Safari, Keros can use NFTs to provide data ownership to their targeted audience, which also creates an avenue for them to earn. This is so much possible with Keros. And third, as much as owning your personal information as NFT is really amazing, the cost of doing that in the Ethereum blockchain is quite expensive, which will negatively affect the demand of this future in the Keros design architecture. But Safari confidentiality features could help NFT minting and the gas wars that often ensures. And you could also privatize your smart chain transactions in the blockchain. Market size and opportunity, targeted audience, patients all over the world that understand the need for data privacy. Case study, we have analyzed patient privacy in a few hospitals. We have determined that our innovative technology would generate the most value in the largest data privacy system, the top 25% ranked by size. Estimated number of target audience. Case study, by studying publicly available source, we have found out that in our target group, there are 1,030 hospitals in Canada and United States. Determined penetration rate. Case study, we have studied that We have studied the factors that drive improvements in patient information confidentiality across North America and found that it depends on provincial and state regulation. Based on areas where patient safety regulations are strict, we can assume penetration rate of 60% for our technology. Calculate the potential size volume. Case study, using our estimated value where the number of target customers is 1,300 and the penetration rate is to be 60%. The potential market volume will be calculated as follows, which would be 780 health centers. The market value. Case study, we assume each sale to a hospital will yield an average value of 2.3 million. To find the market value, we calculate the following, and you get your answer to be the estimated market value is 1.79 billion. Case study, our patient data privacy technology may appeal to hospitals of small size than initially assumed, especially if new regulations mandated tighter patient data privacy from all hospitals. While such a change would more than double the number of hospitals in our target market, smaller hospitals would not be able to pay as much, in turn driving the expected average price per sale down to 1.5 million. I would go on and on about this, but I also want to say that with Keros, like one of my competition is the 23andMe, and statistics are showing that recently their data has been hacked, and privacy, when people, it is more secure to have your data, your medical data on a blockchain, on a secure blockchain like Keros with the help of Safari Paratime. And who knows, even when the other data companies might be secured, they could also change their terms and sell out your information to their own benefits without your knowledge. So, but with the use of Keros, you'll be able to own and personalize your data and choose when and when not to release your medical information to anyone. You could, in the idea behind Keros is that while you either have your information on a wallet as an NFT, you could choose to sell whenever you give out your information, you are gaining from it. So that's the idea behind it. And in the future, we expect a whole lot from Keros, but I would not like to go deep into it yet when it is time. We plan to develop a DApp that will aid supply for drugs and also help patients meet with their doctors without having to wait a long line of unattended patients. There's more. With the help of Keros in the future, Keros will create an avenue where patients with their data who care to sell it out to companies, Keros will be able to meet the patients to companies that are interested with those information. Thank you.
And thank you.
Hello.
Thank you. That was a great presentation, Timothy. I think we can stop sharing your screen now.
Yes.
Thank you. Great presentation. And I see we have one more candidate. Is it our Nasreddin from Discord? I'm sure everyone is familiar with Nasreddin. You have the floor.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I can hear you. You have the floor.
Okay. I took this very literal as a community concept, non-technical pitch. So that means it's very non-technical and very fast. All right. Let's see. Hopefully you guys can see my screen. Do you see the beautiful picture? No?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay, thank you.
Or a true artist.
Good. So this is called Just For You, and it's about content creators being able to send, well, exclusive content to whoever is a subscriber or is a patron to them. So similar to Patreon or any other form of art. You can also even include OnlyFans in this. So in the normal circumstances, as I've shown here, a user can not subscribe or not pay and just get the free content, while a user that subscribed would get like exclusive content, but it will be visible in the transaction. And as we can see, the Mrs. here is very angry because she checked the bill and she sees that he's subscribed to an OnlyFans account. Not very happy, is she? And the lines here indicate basically the free content that they're getting, and the subscriber is paying here and getting something in return as exclusive content. And in the next slide with Sapphire, we can see a happy wife. Want dinner, hon? And he's happy too. And the user that's not subscribed is also happy because he's still getting his free stuff, while this guy's getting both his free stuff and his exclusive content. So the creator gets to reward her or his patrons with something that's completely confidential that only they get access to. And you might wonder, well, wouldn't somebody just share it? But if that was the case, then there wouldn't be any really patron model or OnlyFans model, because people like to have exclusive access to their content. And there's actually a lot of money in this. Currently, the market for paid digital media content is about $11 billion US, and it's projected to reach about $38 billion by 2030. So by using Sapphire, we offer creators to basically hide their transaction from angry wives, or even and the wife is just an example. It could also be like from any other institutions that might want to check their bills, like and then if they see, hey, we don't like the content that this user is subscribing to, that's why we're denying you a loan or not offering you gainful employment. So there are other circumstances that can also be factored in here. So yeah, that's it. Under 5 minutes. I think I'm the first person. Maybe.
You're actually the first person. You get my vote, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was a wonderful presentation. But yeah, cool idea.
Yeah, thank you. So how do I end this share screen?
Yeah.
I can just leave.
Great seeing you here. We appreciate. Sorry, I don't know what happened. Now I'm experiencing technical difficulties. Can everyone hear me? Okay. Do we have any other participants who would like to speak? But actually, we're way over time. We've been here for 2.5 hours. And it's been great, honestly. We appreciate all your contributions. Everyone's presentation was great. It shows that you really put a lot of time and thought into them. And I'm going to share the voting form one more time. And just so you know, I'm going to leave it running for 2-3 minutes more, and then I'm going to close the form. So get in your votes and submit the form now. But yeah, all in all, a great pitch night, great presentations, a lot of cool ideas. We hope to see you at the demo day. And tomorrow we have another great event, which is Sapphire's debut. You can find the link on our Discord in the event section. So once again, thank you everyone for participating. Have a great day, great night, wherever you are. Bye.